Hello! Happy New Year! Welcome to my best books of the year from 2021. I've done this since like 2018, inspired by Clare reads books. I'll leave a link to her video and channel in the description box. Let's go! Best anti-capitalist romance goes to Maurice by E.M. Forster. Best book about friendship and Judaism goes to Disobedience by Naomi Alderman. Best sci-fi poetry goes to Deep Wheel Orcadia by Harry Josephine Giles. Best book inspired by Villette goes to Lucy by Jamaica Kincaid. Best collection of stories and songs goes to Islands of Decolonial Love by Leanne Batasmasak Simpson. Best book about angels goes to Unknown Language by Hildegard of Bingen and Hugh Lemmy. Best translated book goes to The Missing of Clare de Lune by Crystal Dabo, translated by Hildegard Searle, and The Employees by Olga Ravin, translated by Martin something. And The Employees also picks up Best Sci-Fi Book about Humanity and Sensory Experience. Silliest book goes to The Pursuit of Love by Nancy Mitford. Best book in a kids series goes to The Magicians of Caprona by Diana Wynne Jones and Death in the Spotlight by Robin Stevens. Most unbearable reading experience goes, of course, to War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Best reread goes to Villette by Charlotte Bronte, of course. Saddest ending goes to Jacob's Room by Virginia Woolf. Most charming protagonist goes to Martha from the Quarry Wood by Nan Shepherd and Gabriel Oak from Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. And if you're called Gabriel Oak, call me. Most fucked up protagonist by a long shot goes to Wuthering Heights, like literally every single character in that book, maybe except from, I don't know, Hareton or something. Best book about spinsters goes to Wayward Lives, Beautiful Experiments by Saidiya Hartman, which also takes most recommended book, most thought-provoking probably, most convincing case for abolishing the family also gets picked up by Wayward Lives, Beautiful Experiments alongside The Gilda Stories by Joel Gomez and also Wuthering Heights. And The Gilda Stories also picks up Best Book About Vampires, of course. Best non-fiction that isn't by Saidiya Hartman goes to Feminism Interrupted by Lola Olufemi and Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer, which also picks up Best Nature Writing that is also about learning and being in the world. The shortest book is probably Many Hands Make a Quilt, Short Histories of Radical Quilting by Jess Bailey. Best audiobook and Dykiest historical fiction book, grossest Dykiest book. I feel like it's a bit cheating to give those both to the same book, which is a shame. It shows you that my level of Dykiest book reading is not going as well as it could be. But Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth is a historical fiction book, so... And it is also really great to read on audiobook. I definitely recommend that experience. Most remarkable book for its publication date goes to, very tentatively, The Tree of Heaven by Mason Clare, which is just quite like interesting, even though I think they make it look quite sort of like, I don't know, conventionally feminine or something, when like, I don't know, it's kind of an intense book, a lot about death. But to be honest, I don't think this book is really in the same category as the other books who've won this category. So I would amend this one and say something like most remarkable book for its written date, and I would award that to Maurice by E.M. Forster, which was written in 1913-1914, but it wasn't published until 60 years or so later, and I think that's very sad. And I also think that reading the book in 2021 demonstrates how the things that it really talks about and sort of like the way it considers self-love and also queer love as like a deeply anti-capitalist thing are all very relevant and relatable to this day, and that's I suppose what makes it kind of remarkable. So yeah. My absolute best books of the year go to Wayward Lives, Beautiful Experiments, Plain Bad Heroines, Disobedience and Villette, which I normally don't really count on these because it's a reread, but it really affected me this year. I feel like I have to. I think that's everything. Let me know about your best books of 2021, and thank you so much for being here over the past year, and I will see you when I next see you. Bye!